Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Friday once again, which means that it's time for another weekly beauty chit chat. And if you are newer to my channel, this is a series that I have done literally forever. And it's just an opportunity for me to kind of casually chit chat about all of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. Per usual, I have a fun little lineup from this most recent week, so I will be sure to list and link everything in the description box right below this video here. If you'd like to know where to purchase these items, read up other people's reviews, or look at in-depth ingredient information, check out the description box. There's usually a plethora of information down there. Before we get into it, I'm filming this pretty late in the day on Thursday, and the lighting it's a little off, obviously, but I think it'll still be okay, so we're gonna go with it. I actually just got back not long ago from taking my husband to go get a spinal epidural, so the insurance finally approved that. If you haven't been around lately, my husband has a pretty severe case of sciatica, and it has completely knocked him out of commission for the last month now. And we've just been trying pretty much anything to find some relief for him, and we kind of ended up here with this cortisone injection right into his spine, which, fingers crossed guys, hopefully will get him at least some pain relief and give his body a little bit of time to heal. It went really well. So he's downstairs back on the living room floor, but hopefully within the next like 72 hours, things should be looking up. So again, thank you to all of you who over the last several weeks have given me advice on things to try or things to incorporate that might be helpful. Honestly, I've been trying to do as much as possible, and he has started getting a little bit better, but obviously with something like this, it can kind of be a slow recovery. So that's not fun, but sometimes being an adult sucks. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the faves from this last week. We're gonna start with perfume, which is where we always start. Honestly, this week was a little bit of a hodgepodge. Usually during the week, there are one or two fragrances that I kind of zero in on. Things that I may be craving, or just things that I want to smell because I'm in the mood for them. But this week, I think I was kind of wearing something different every single day. So I just grabbed 3 of the fragrances that kind of really, I guess, I enjoyed the most this week. So a couple of these I have mentioned somewhat recently, but I don't think that I've mentioned this in probably years. Not that, I haven't worn it at all in years, but it's been a while. What is this? This is the very original Michael Kors. I have had this particular one probably for this bottle, I'm meaning, and this is going to be embarrassing to admit, but probably for 10 years or more. And this is all that I've used in the last 10 years. It's just one of those ones that I absolutely love. This kind of has a heavy floral aspect to it. To me, it's kind of gardenia heavy. I love it. In fact, this is what I'm wearing today. So I'm gonna re-up this. But yeah, ooh, did you see that nice atomizer? The atomizer is still rocking my world. This is so, man, you guys, this is beautiful. You know what, I don't actually know if Michael Kors is cruelty-free or not. I'm pretty sure that Craig bought this for me as a gift. I bought my very first bottle of it when it was kind of first released many, many years ago. And I finished that, and then I had mentioned to Craig, like, oh, I missed that fragrance, and he bought me this bottle here. So I love the fragrance. Like I said, it's a very potent floral. Definitely gardenia, I think, is what stands out to me the most here. Also smells like there might be a little bit of like a tuberose in here. I can't remember if tuberose is an actual fragrance note in this one, but this particular fragrance is very floral heavy. It can be, I feel like, a little bit cloying sometimes. I have to be in the right mood for it. I actually really liked this mixed with a lot of my vanillas back in the day. So I would mix this to kind of try to tone down the floral aspect a little bit more. I don't do that so much anymore. Listen, I like these strong florals myself, but I do think it's one of those where you kind of have to be a little bit more mindful about the amount you apply. These 2 spritzes just on my wrists, man, that's plenty, you guys. This is potent. I don't even know if this is still currently available, but it's a really beautiful fragrance, and I don't know, it's one of those classics. It's beautiful. The other 2 fragrances are Ellis Brooklyn Myth. This one, very different. It's kind of more of a fresh, like, well, there's some sweetness. There's a little bit of a floral component here, but this is also just a very fresh fragrance to my nose. I'll have the fragrance notes to all of these going across the screen here, but yeah, you guys, this one is really lovely as well. I would say as we head into spring and summer, if you have never tried this one and you're interested in kind of a fresher type of perfume, this is one worth checking out. I own a couple of the Ellis Brooklyn perfumes, and I think they're really good quality, you guys. I actually need to dive back into the brand because it's been a little while since I've tried some of their newer stuff. So I have Ellis Brooklyn on my list in terms of a brand that I want to get back into probably around this summer. There's definitely some fragrances that I'm like, I think I need to try that. So, and then the last one is just kind of a sweet, probably potentially borderline cloying type of fragrance. This is the Clean Reserve Sparkling Sugar. This definitely gives off some gourmand vibes, but it's just very sweet. Think cotton candy, think just sugary, sweet. There's really not a whole lot else going on. It just smells like sugar. It smells amazing. Obviously there's other notes in here, but it's just a really lovely fragrance, and this is one that I always get compliments on. I usually will get some compliments on the Myth. Haven't worn this one enough out in public, but I remember people really liking this one back in the day. So these all seem like very, you know, friendly fragrances for the most part. I've never had anyone tell me, ooh, you stink, with either of these 3. So if you're in the market, there's some suggestions for you. In terms of hair, I have really been loving this, and I have had a couple questions lately about hair masks. So I thought I'd mention again that I'm currently using the Biolage Hydrosource mask for dry hair. This one is infused with aloe. I am now pretty much at the halfway point with this bucket here. How much is this? This is almost 16.9 ounces. So this is a pretty hearty amount of hair mask, especially for someone like me who only needs to use a little bit. This is very rich, very thick. This is not actually the one for coarse or like curly hair. There is a Hydrosource, I think it's Hydrosource Plus or something. If you have much thicker hair than I do, if you have very coarse hair that needs like intense moisture, I'll link that one for you down below. But if you have fine, thin hair like I do, but you need some moisture in your hair, this is the one that I absolutely adore. Plus, man, it's that Biolage fragrance. It is so good. I just love it. I really do. It's getting really bright. You guys, when I was driving Craig back from the spinal surgery center, I was looking at the temperature. You know how your car gives you your temp. You guys, it's 71 degrees here today in Portland. I'm annoyed because I'm not a sunshine person, so this is really pissing me off. It's winter. It is February 27th. Speaking of the end of February, you guys, if you have been with me for a very long time, I'm here to give you some depressing news about how you've gotten really old during that time, because my daughter turns 13 tomorrow. You guys, it's Stella's 13th birthday. I cannot believe, first of all, that I have a kid. Like, that still is so just like, whoosh. Who thought this was a good idea, having me be a parent? But it's been working out. I mean, she seems very well adjusted. She's a lovely person, a little spicy, but a very, very bright, very energetic young lady. So yeah, Stella is 13 tomorrow. So yeah, just in case you needed a reminder that time is flying by. Next, let's chat about some skincare favorites from this past week. Up first, I recently popped this into my bathroom. This is Philosophy Purity Made Simple. This is their one-step cleanser. Now, I don't use this as my second cleanse. I use this as my first cleanse. So kind of like how I use the Pharmacy Green Clean or the Garnier Makeup Cleansing Balm that you guys just saw in my empties video yesterday. This is not necessarily marketed as a first cleanse, but for a very long time I've been using it as that. I will say this product is very good at removing eye makeup. It's very good at removing mascara. So at the start of my, you know, just nightly routine, I'll take about 1.5 pumps of this and work it into my skin. It really does a good job of breaking down all of the dirt, the oil, the bacteria, the makeup, the SPF, everything that you have on your face. And then I still go in with my second cleanse, which right now I'm still using the Pharmacy Clean Bee Cleanser, which is fabulous, highly recommend that. But yeah, this is my current first cleanse product. I just finished a couple of other first cleansing balm type things, and so I figured I've had this sitting in my backup stash for a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I actually purchased this in a set of 2 of these big 32-ounce sizes from QVC last year at some point. Really, I think the best place to look for a deal on really anything Philosophy is probably going to be QVC, but there are a lot of like stores that also carry Philosophy products. Like if you go to Nordstrom Rack, if you go to Marshall's, Home Goods, or TJ Maxx, you'll see a lot of Philosophy there, so it's always worth checking it out. But yeah, usually I will just go through QVC because I have some really nice bundles for a great price point. So this is a great first cleanse, and with 32 ounces, I'm going to be using this probably for the next several months. So, but I do really love this particular product and would recommend it if you've never tried it as a first cleanse. You could also use it as a second cleanse. So, all right. I have gone back to using facial oils within the last couple of months. So I was using the Honey Grail from Pharmacy and then was like, wait, I think I still have a Biossance squalane oil stashed away. So I looked and I did. So I brought this into the bathroom. Squalane oil is probably my #1 facial oil. I used to use facial oils a lot when they were really super popular in kind of the like mid-2000s. Loved the marula oil, loved maracuja. There's a lot of great oils out there, right? There's cacao oil. But I think for me, with my oily skin, especially at the time, the squalane oil just made the most sense. It absorbs so quickly into the skin. It's not heavy like a lot of the other oils can be. And it's just so soothing. And I believe squalane oil actually mimics your own skin, like natural oils, the closest out of all of the other, you know, beauty oils that are out there on the market. So anyway, this is fabulous. I cannot remember for the life of me what, this is a plant-derived squalane oil. So this is not made with, you know, shark things. So rest assured, this is a plant-derived squalane. I believe it's olives, potentially, that this, don't quote me on that. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've researched this, but all I know is this particular oil works well for me. So I haven't purchased anything from a Biossance in a couple of years now. I won't say a few, but definitely within the last couple of years. So yeah, if I get through this within the next, you know, few months here, that I will definitely need to repurchase this because I'm really enjoying using that again. Another product that I am actually just kind of trying to use up because it's been in my skincare drawer for a long time is this Eminence Stone Crop Hydrating Mist. So this has stone crop in it, bearberry, calendula, green tea, as well as something called Biocomplex 2. So Eminence is kind of one of those more like spa type brands, if you will. I think I purchased this off of Skin Store several years ago. Skin Store, by the way, has now been folded into Derm Store. They're all under the Hut group. So if you used to shop with Skin Store and maybe you are interested in shopping with them in the future, just go to Derm Store. I'm not sure if that like, if Skin Store has gone away entirely already, but I know that that's what's happening. So, but I'm pretty sure that's where I bought this. Skin Store was one of the few websites that sold Eminence. But yeah, I like this product. I will say I'm not gonna like tell people to like run out and get it. First of all, it's got a very strong scent to it. I don't think there's fragrance in here. Actually, hold on. I wonder, because the ingredients are not listed there. Are they on the back here? Let's see if there's actual, I think it's just the ingredients that are basically giving you this fragrance here. I don't see fragrance listed. So the scent that you are getting here is just purely from the ingredients. And it's a little potent. It's very herbal. I don't know. I just think a lot of people are probably gonna smell this and go, that's a lot. It is, but you know what? My skin actually drinks this up. It works pretty well, I will say. In terms of prepping my skin for, you know, the remainder of my skincare routine, yeah, it's great for that. So, and I don't mind the fragrance. It's a little more herbal than what I normally care for, but I'm kind of used to it at this point. So anyway, just trying to kind of finish it up because I am at the halfway point. So hopefully within the next like month or two here, you guys will see this in an empties. But yeah, there's a few of those skincare items right now where I'm like, do I want to pass this along to a friend? Or do I, you know, want to take the time to like continue to use this and finish it up? So this almost went into the giveaway to a friend pile, but I started using it and was like, nope, I actually like this. I'm going to keep it. Okay, I have a skincare haul, a somewhat large Korean skincare haul that I'm going to share with you guys on, I think, Sunday. I filmed that video yesterday and I started wearing this SPF today. Now, since we are well into the day, I kind of feel like it's safe for me to say that I really, although right now the sun is just absolutely blinding me, but I really like the way this looks on my skin. I have no idea how the lighting is making it look here, but when I look in the mirror here, I love the way my skin looks. Like I have a little bit of a glow. This is pretty white. When I first applied it, I was like, am I gonna just look like a ghost? It did eventually blend into my skin really beautifully, left a little bit of a glow. Did I tell you what this is? I don't even think I told you. It's the Skin 1004. So this entire haul on Sunday is a Skin 1004 haul. I purchased directly from their website and man, they were having a really good sale, you guys. So I picked up several of their bundles. What a good deal. But so this is the Madagascar Centella Airfit Sun Cream Light SPF 30. This is, I want to say this is a mineral SPF. I think this is zinc oxide. So I do have one other SPF that I'll be testing from them as well. And that one is a chemical sunscreen. But so far, I'm really pleased with this. So even though I haven't been using it for more than a day, so far so good. Now, obviously I'll need to see if this one, you know, makes me break out or if it just, you know, eventually just starts to break down or whatever. But as of right now, nothing has broken down. And I really like the way that my skin looks. So big fan. Also, I just replaced the head on this. So I am very actively now using microneedling on my fibrous papule removal scars that I have here on my nose as well as on my chin. I have been avoiding those areas when microneedling for the last several months because I really wanted those areas to heal up properly after having those papules removed. They are pretty pitted, kind of deeper scars, and I don't love the way they look. In fact, had I known that the scars would be quite this deep, I don't know that I would have had him remove the papules, but I also didn't like the giant bumps on my face either. So I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do was, but moral of the story is what's done is done. And now I'm going to try to correct the very deep scars that I have both on my nose and my chin with microneedling. I am using the Banish system. I used to just microneedle once a week, but currently I'm doing it anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. So I am replacing these heads a little bit more often. These Banish heads are fantastic because you can use them up to 8 times each before you replace them. These, you know, these little tiny needles here will start getting dull at a point. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is just such an easy, such an effective system, and you're going straight into the skin. You're creating those straight channels in, which is what you want to do. Those rollers really are not the best approach when it comes to microneedling, but these stamper systems are much more effective. They're much safer to use, and there's much less risk of dealing with scarring with something like this versus the rollers. So anyway, I'll take you guys along on my journey here. So far, so good. I do think that I'm starting to see just a slight little improvement just from doing it from the last couple of weeks, but it's gonna be a several month project here. So I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully I can get these scars to kind of just settle down a little bit more. I don't think they'll ever be invisible. I think there's always going to be, you know, some evidence of that removal, you know, on my nose and on my chin, and that's fine. But as long as they don't look quite as pitted and deep, then that's good for me. All right, just a couple of makeup items that I want to share with you guys. The eyeshadow palette that I went back to this week because I love this particular palette, and I think it might be back on the Viseart website. It is the Viseart Grand Pro one. I have mentioned this thing so many times here on my channel. I have loved this palette for years. When this first came out, I bought it right away, and I've hit major pan on one of these lighter shades already, but every time that I reach for this palette, I think this is probably the best palette ever. If I could just have one matte palette in my collection, it would be this one. These formulas are fabulous. The fallout is pretty minimal, but the pigmentation, just that intense color payoff, the way everything blends, the way that it wears all day long, these are fabulous. It's a spendy palette, but there's also just a lot of eyeshadows in here, and the formula is Chef's Kiss. Delightful. I love Viseart. What a great company. Also, for the lid, I've been wanting a little bit of shine, so I went back to using these. These are long discontinued from Nars, but I have these from back in the day. These were the, what do they call these? The dual intensity eyeshadows. So I have Himalaya, which is kind of a nice taupey shade. I have Rigel, which is actually a really nice kind of rosy gold type shade. This one's really pretty. And then I also have Dione, and this one is kind of a more like gray taupey shade. So anyway, I've just kind of been doing one of these 3 on the lid and using the Viseart Grand Pro one to do some crease work and to do my liner, and I just really like how this has been turning out this week. So I might stick with these for next week. I really like these dual intensity eyeshadows. Yeah, Nars did good with these. I don't know why they discontinued them, but you know, companies gotta innovate. Gotta get rid of things that I like. That's the way that it works. All right, my blush, you guys. I hit pan on one of my favorite blushes. And it happened to be the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Seduce. It's Seduce. I really thought that the, what is this one called? That the Exposed was my all-time favorite, but I think it's gotta be this one because I have not hit pan on Exposed, but I sure have here. Let me show you my little silver. Do you guys see the silver? Look at it shining there. It's gorgeous. Ha! It's actually what I'm wearing today. This is a great blush, you guys. It's one of those where if you are pretty fair and pasty like I am, it's a great everyday blush that you can just reach for when you don't want to think about like trying to like coordinate everything. You just want something neutral, something easy. This is it. You just get it out, put it on your cheeks, and it usually works with any eye look, whether it's warm toned or cool toned or neutral. Pop on some gloss like I have here and you're good to go. So this, I'm still using this week, you guys. I really am excited for next week because I can finally tell you guys about the lip combo that I have been doing with this and a soon to be released product that I've been testing out. Again, I'll tell you guys about it next week as soon as it launches, but I've been trying this product out now for the last several weeks. I really like it a lot. The specific color that I'm using is, ooh, it's so good. But anyway, these are the City Beauty new plumping oils. The one thing that I didn't mention when I shared these last week, these just launched with City Beauty. I think it was last week actually. These are not the type of plumpers that are going to cause your lips to feel tingly. There's no like cinnamon oil or anything like that in this formulation. The plumping that they're referring to from this one is just the hydration. So this one is called the Sangria. There's really no color payoff here other than the color from the other product that I've been using alongside this. But yeah, like I have nothing else on my lips right now. I'm applying it. So it's not really a whole lot of color, but it's the moisture. You just want to keep rubbing this into your lips. It feels so good. The City Lips Night Oil is one of my holy grails, and I've been using that night oil day and night now for ever since it was released. Every time that I finish one, I repurchase it. It's so soothing, and it really makes my lips look so much more plumped. And they just feel hydrated. I love it. I love not having crusty feeling lips in winter. So Stella has also now discovered this. So that sucks for me because she's like, ooh, that's like the night oil. That's really nice. So I was like, don't take it. Please don't take it. It is her birthday. Maybe I will order her own, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's everything I have for this past week. Let me know what you were loving in the comments down below. I always like to hear what you guys are using as well. I appreciate you being here. If this is one of your first videos and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe. Also, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.